So, it is now midnight, Monday the 30th / Tuesday the 31st, and I saw the specialist today at 6 p.m. Long story short, the disc is bulging and it is touching the nerves, and he basically said, I have three choices. One choice, do nothing, see what happens, be in pain, manage it, whatever. Second choice is to take a steroid injection around the problem area. That will reduce the inflammation, hopefully reduce the pain, so that I can go to physio to just build up the muscles around it. Does not solve the issue of the disc touching the nerve. It's just literally like a pain and anti-inflammation thing. Third option is surgery. And I think it was called a discotomy. Discotomy? I can't remember. Basically, what they do is they cut you open, they go in, and they shave down the disc that's bulging, and then they stitch it back up, and away you go. Surgery wait period, because of the national health, the way stuff works out here, is about 6 months at the minute. The steroid injection is about 2 weeks wait at the minute. Steroid injection has a 60 to 70% success rate. The surgery has a 80 to 95% success rate. It's kind of scary, really. I've always been brought up to never pick surgery if there's an alternative option. But the two treatments put in front of me don't feel that they are equal, because one is to mask the pain and reduce the inflammation. The other is to remove the bulge that is the problem, because it's that's touching the two nerves that run down my legs. If I have the injections and it doesn't work, then I can go on to the surgery. If I have the surgery and it doesn't work, there's no plan B. I didn't think at 35 years old I'd be making a decision on having spinal surgery or not. And it is really, it's daunting, it's scary, it's crazy. Realistically, the spinal surgery is the only one that makes sense to me, because my biggest concern is the fact that the disc is touching the nerves that run down my legs. If that gets worse, I could end up paralyzed. With the injection, that disc is still going to be bulging, it's still going to be touching the nerves. So the problem is still going to be there, whether it happens like year, 2 years, 10 years, whatever. It's still going to be a problem. The injection only reduces the inflammation, reduces the pain. Well, you can do a normal daily job and increase the inflammation and increase the pain again. The injection also, reading about it was really weird, man, because it's like, it might not work at all, might not reduce any pain, might not reduce any inflammation. It might work for a week, it might work for a month, it might work for 12 months. You are more than likely then going to have another injection. I am going to choose the operation option. I literally have to decide by the morning, if you like, because I've got to phone his secretary up and tell them my choice, which is obvious, because so they can actually get it into practice. I need to get on the waiting list regardless of which option I go down. But obviously that screws me up work-wise, because arguably Sunday and Monday, these 2 days, I have been the freest that I've been for so long. But it hasn't meant that the problem's gone. The problem is still there. So at some point, I'm going to be having spinal surgery. And I don't think it's not a major operation. From what I can gather, from what I understand, what I read, it's really not a major operation. It's like an hour long at most is what it's saying, and it shouldn't even be that long anyway. And I think it's just the worry, isn't it? Because when you have your spine being operated on, it's something that is massively scary because of the importance of everything in your spine. So just trying to process it all, and I like to make decisions based on like good solid information. So I've just been like, even I was sat in a car coming home, my dad was driving, I was just literally Googling so much, like pros and cons to this, pros and cons to that. Why would you pick this over that? Is there benefits to picking this over that? Like, what's everything I could possibly get to? And the end result is literally, they're not two same options at all. One is literally like a real high dosage painkiller and anti-inflammatory. The other is like reducing the risk of a bigger problem. Yeah. I'm lucky that I'm kind of still at home at this point.